expecting to actually go live tonight, but ended up having a little more free time than I thought I would, so decided to go ahead and do a beer review. Obviously, we did the Beer Flow show last night because I thought I wouldn't be free, so if you got a chance to swing by, you got a chance to see what we talked about for this week. If you didn't get a chance to see it, you can always pull it back up here on the channel, here on YouTube as well. But tonight I'm going to take a look at one from Fuller's, and this is their London Porter, as you can see here. So this comes in at 5.4% ABV. On the label there, rich, dark, and complex. The world's finest. And this was actually one that I picked up when I made a beer run one time, probably like 2 or 3 months ago, I guess, to pick up some international type flavors. So I got like a 6-pack of some of the different international beers. This one actually has a best by date or a drinking date by September 1st of 2020. So this one actually goes out pretty deep, deeper than I would expect it to do, but we don't have to worry about that because it's April and we are way ahead of the curve. What's going on, Swami? What's going on, Rob? Cheers to you both. London Porter is named from the porters who carried goods around the streets of London in the 18th century. This prize-winning beer is brewed using pale crystal brown and chocolate malts combined with Fuggles hops, giving a rich, dark, and complex flavor. London Porter boasts wonderful chocolate notes and a smooth, satisfying finish. So most of the time when I'm actually having a Fuller's, it's actually in one of our little pub spots that we have around here. Here in the States, we have the makeshift pubs, but they're kind of like based off the pubs over in England. And that's where I usually have it, on tap. So I haven't had as many from the bottle, so this will be a nice experience. Kind of using a little bit different of a glass here. Nice dark color. And Rob, he said deep, like it. Yeah, nice dark brown color on it. On the screen, it may look more black, but it is definitely like a deep mahogany brown. Didn't leave much head, about a half a finger, or maybe even like a quarter of a finger at this point. Tannish in color. Nice feel of the malts on the nose. Definitely get a good amount of sweetness. You get a little bit of a toffee caramel type feel. A little bit of a coffee type note as well, taste-wise. Definitely goes down rather easily. You get a nice feel of a roastiness in there. You also get that caramel toffee feel in the taste. Good after effect after the swallow. I'm picking up a lot of the chocolate notes that are now coming into play. Really gathering nicely in the mouth. Feel it nicely in the cheek area. Long-lasting flavor thus far. Body-wise, nice light to medium body, not too heavy. I think you could easily throw a 6-pack of these with no problem. Throw them back. It is thin in the body, though. That initial taste-wise does feel more of a caramel type tone now after going back in again. Still has a toffee-ish feel to it, but definitely more caramelly. But you're getting a burnt coffee feel in the taste on the back end as well. Kind of almost like that ground type feel. Rob said he has a Cuba Bay by Kona in his hand right now. Nice. I think that's one I did a review on last week as well here on the channel. I got the Cuba Bay In their more recent variety pack, it was Kua, Longboard, Castaway IPA, and another one that I picked up like last week just to have some beers around. Kua Bay wasn't bad though. This right here, if you like a roasty toasty type beer, then definitely a porter does fit that. But this one here from Fuller's does handle that as well. For me, the body being as thin as it is probably the one thing I would knock against it. Is just that it's a little more thinner than what I really want. Although you don't have heavy body in a lot of the porters anyway, just because that's why they created the stouts from porters to give it a little bit more. But this one is just a little bit too tempered for me. I like to have a little bit more of a body in play, a little bit more of a robustness. But it is decent. So if you've had this one, let me know what you think. Leave a comment in the comment section. Hopefully Craig or Dean or Harry or Peter over in the UK, one of those guys will see the video and they'll weigh in because obviously they see this all the time in their backyard. Fuller's overall has a nice brand of beers though. So like I said, when I'm at a pub, usually I'll try some of their other ones. But the porter's decent, not really great, not really bad, just kind of a decent type play for me. One that you pick up if you're a porter fan, will be disappointed by it, but I would just say temper expectations. So that being said, that was the first part, throwing a video up here, and then the other part was I'm going to kind of just do this unboxing here real quick. So I ended up grabbing some more stuff here that is going into the store, as far as a little bit of the merchandise. I wanted to kind of check out what was all sent here, share with you guys. Of course, they packed it real nicely. So I'm going to move the box on the floor, and this is the first thing out of it. Yeah, it was the 12-pack that I got in there, Rob. So, and I think the Kua Bay is only available in the 12-pack. I've seen the longboard before in places, and the Castaway, and the other one. I can't remember the name of the other one, but I had never seen the Kua Bay IPA before. Let's see what this is. Oh. So this right here is something new that was being added to the store, and it is actually the frosted mug that's going to be added into the store. Nice size mug. This is actually 16 ounce. Wanted to see what it would look like. Check it out with the logo and stuff. So that'll be going into the store. And then here we would have the other Stein. Get this baby open. Like Christmas, right? Well, yeah, so if I pay for this stuff myself, usually on Christmas, people send it to you. Although really, sometimes you're still paying for it, right? Because it comes from the same account. And then this here is the new version of the Stein as well, which is 22 ounces, I believe, or 22 or 23. I'll have to check it. But it got the new logo on it. And just doing some different things to put out there. So people that may like that kind of stuff. So here's both of them together, as you can see. And, and at some point, I guess everybody's doing a little marketing type stuff. So there you go. But looking forward to trying those out. And Swami, if you're still here, I was showing this the other night. But this is like out of, I guess out of France, but it's in French. And it is a rum that is actually bourbon barreled here. And Gilbert was here and said it's actually a pretty good distillery that makes it. And it says Clement. Get my hand up here, see if it shines through. So that's all not coming. There you go. Rum Agricole View. So this is supposedly some pretty good stuff as well. And I was going to try this here in a little bit, but rum Clement. And says this rum is aged in a particular oak cask selected by one of Rum Clement's esteemed enthusiasts. The bottle is one of the very few expressions offered each year within the ultra rare cask collection series. So I'm going to crack this baby open here in a little bit to get a taste of that. But looking forward to seeing how this actually tastes as well. And then tomorrow night we will have the Fan Fun Friday, which will be at 8 o'clock. And then I can definitely share some of that on there as well, let you guys know what I think of it. And anybody that wants to join tomorrow, come on to the chat. That is available. So we'll have that all set up. But just thought I'd jump on here real quick for a quick one. Like I said, I wasn't expecting to be on tonight. That's why we did the show last night. And I had a little bit of time. But thanks for everyone that checked out the video and tuned in. Thanks, Rob. Thanks, Swami. Thank everybody when I watch it here on the replay. I look forward to catching you guys tomorrow. I'm going to get back and chill for a little bit. Hopefully, you guys are staying safe out there, and I will talk to you soon. Cheers, everybody.